Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy 2KJ here, and these NBA playoffs have been insane so far, with pretty much every single series except for two looking to go the distance. Today though, we're going to be talking about Game 2 of Suns-Clippers, and how the Suns made some necessary adjustments in both offense and defense to even up the score and not go down 0-2 on their home floor. If you like these breakdowns, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into it. If you watched Game 1 and Game 2, you know that the Phoenix Suns looked like a completely different team yesterday. The first game they played really sloppy, with Aiden getting pretty much outplayed by Zubac and Plumlee, and their bench not really doing much at all in terms of scoring. This game, however, they changed their lineups a bit, opting to go for Biyombo instead of Landale as their backup center, and this made a huge difference on the defensive end, but still didn't really help with one of the Suns' biggest issues so far, and that's offensive boards. In Game 1, the Clippers had 15 offensive rebounds to the Suns' 6, including that string of 3 at the end that pretty much helped them seal the game. In Game 2 was much of the same, with the Clippers having 12 offensive rebounds to the Suns' 7, which is a lot better, but still something to look forward to as the series gets deeper and deeper. Biyombo was helping a ton in that aspect, however, grabbing a couple offensive boards and also providing a little bit more of a spark on offense, why I think he definitely is going to see a lot more minutes as the series goes on. Another big issue for both teams, though, is the insecurity with their bench. The Suns pretty much have no bench at all, with only 3 players registering more than 12 minutes, those players being Okogie and Biyombo, played more minutes today than in Game 1, and Shamet, who played less minutes but still was +4 from the field. Bench scoring for the Suns might become a bigger issue in the future this series, as they've been outscored by the Clippers bench 64-23 in the past 2 games. However, like I said, the Clippers bench have some issues of their own, with defense being one of the bigger concerns. Sometimes in Game 2 as when Kawhi was off the floor, the second unit looked a bit disorganized at times, and it looked like they couldn't even defend a fly, and it was getting really bad, because it led to a ton of easy buckets from the Suns stars, with Chris Paul's midi finding rhythm again, and he was absolutely lights out in the second half, and even in the fourth quarter. And that was really a bigger problem as well, as they were leaving a lot of players wide open, with Torrey Craig being basically wide open a lot of times and going 5 for 8 from 3, which really killed them, and Devin Booker pretty much getting anything he wanted. Now, on the topic of Devin Booker, he had an unbelievable game today, pretty much just exposed the drop coverage on every single possession. He was absolutely lights out, and I'm going to show you a couple of specific possessions where I saw him abusing the fact that he was a scoring threat to get his other teammates open. So you can see here that Booker gets the ball, drives in, kicks it out to Durant, and this is really when the offensive possession gets important. As you can see here, he drives in and collapses the defense because obviously he is a scoring threat. See Kawhi there on him guarding Zubac coming in, but also you can see right there Norman Powell starts to come in to guard Biyombo, who's crashing the boards, and who's wide open? Torrey Craig right in the corner to hit a huge 3 to stop that momentum on the Clippers side and put it back in Phoenix's favor. And here is another example also in that third quarter of Devin Booker using his threat of scoring to sort of build more opportunities here. This is when he does get the basket back to score, but you see he drives in, takes Kawhi with him into the paint, kicks it out to Chris Paul, and now if you see as Chris Paul drives in, he brings the defense with him, and now suddenly Craig is wide open, and now Devin Booker goes back and he finds himself wide open. So this is good on Devin Booker by staying in the paint and using that threat to basically keep Kawhi locked onto him. And then as Chris Paul drives in, he collapses the threat towards him and leaves the other 2 guys wide open for a 3 for Devin Booker. Now, in Game 3, I expect to see a couple of different defensive lineups for the Clippers, and even playing Robert Covington as well, as I feel like he might be able to help a little bit with that bench defense. The Suns exposed the Clippers' drop coverage, with Booker basically getting whatever he wanted, and tons of instances where players were left wide open or in mismatch ISOs, which is why Chris Paul was pretty much cooking in the fourth. Now, the Suns actually started to double Kawhi Leonard to make the other players like Eric Gordon beat them, which was also a really good strategy in the fourth to help take the ball out of his hands, because Kawhi is lethal. I mean, he's going to pretty much play 40 minutes a game the whole entire series, and him being on the floor defensively really helps the Clippers sort of get themselves together as a unit, and Russ played really well. In addition, he did pretty much everything he did in Game 1, but just scored now, which helped a lot. Now, the Clippers responded by doing the same and doubling KD, but that left Book and Chris Paul to pretty much do whatever they wanted on offense. I think we're going to see a lot of Russ in Game 3 as well, though. Like I said before, played really, really well and provided that needed spark in the second unit. And even though it's a bit ironic that they won when he played atrocious and they lost when he played well. Either way, though, I expect this series to go 6 or 7 games, and whoever wins this is going to be the team that makes the correct adjustments defensively in the closing minutes of the game. Now, who do you guys think is going to win this series? Post it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next breakdown. It should be Lakers-Grizzlies Game 2 if that one's a good one, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.